Okay. I don't know. There's some UI issue with Dark. I don't know what it would be, but it's fine. He's just going to play. Anyways, here we go. Ohana, Dark in the bottom right. We have Indy in the top left. Again, so Indy is a strong European player. He mostly does casting and observing and stuff like that. Just does a lot for the Starcraft 2 scene. Great guy. I've played with him a lot in the past at various games. Fun guy to hang out with. And a strong player. But of course, Dark is, you know, the favorite of the tournament, of pretty much any tournament he's in. So let's see how this goes down. Again, we are playing Wings of Liberty, the 6-worker start. Probably the most exciting part of it. The removal of a bunch of units that people don't like Swarm Hosts, Liberators, Widow Mines, Oracles, Vipers, Lurkers, Disruptors. I mean, shit. Did that not just sell you on Wings of Liberty a little bit, honestly? Those are like the least fun units. Those are like literally, if we made like an MVP list of the worst, most least fun units to play against. Oh, man. All right. It actually, I actually didn't even, like, I kind of knew that, but now that I've listed it, I'm like, okay. Well, damn. Sounds good to me. Yeah, Wall did not have Swarm Hosts. Crazy stuff. No Ravagers either. No Ravagers, guys. No Medevac boost. Okay? Insane stuff. Yeah, it has force fields. Hellbat's gone. Yeah, gone. No Cyclones. Damn. I'm pretty sold right now. I am pretty sold. Wait, I think the Archon toilet got patched out by the end of Wings, didn't it? I'm pretty sure. I would love to see an Archon toilet though. That would be peak StarCraft. If you guys remember the Archon, yeah, it was patched out. Someone in the chat saying it was patched out, so we probably won't see an Archon toilet. If people don't remember Archon toilet, there was a vortex spell on the mothership where it would suck all the units into it, and Kiwikaki used that historically against Stefano in a big tournament, and threw all of his Archons in, so when everything popped out on the same square, all the Archons fired at once and killed everything, and that became known as the Archon toilet. And then it was, again, historically used in MVP versus Squirtle, which most people believe is the greatest GSL finals of all time. And I cannot disagree. That was probably the best GSL finals of all time. Anyways, do you see that cannon there? That looks like Brood War, but guess what doesn't exist? The Ravager. Another unit gone. Amazing. Ravagers, you know, it just... they caused a lot of problems themselves as well. Wow. I'm actually getting more pumped the more I talk about stuff that's not in it. It's awesome. So, Indy here with his nice fast expansion. Dark has gotten 3 bases rather quickly. Very fast +1. I feel like we're watching Brood War right now. Forge fast expansion with a quick +1 at the wall. Now all he needs to do is get charge. Wait, does the charge deal 8 damage on impact in Wings of Liberty? I think it does. I think it must. Because if you guys recall, like, it... No, it doesn't. What? But they patched out the +8 damage during Heart of the Swarm, I want to say. Or did they add it there? Did they add it there and then patch it out later? Is that what it was? Not at any point ever? Yes, what are you even fucking talking about? Charge used to do 8 damage when it connected. Okay. Yeah, it does not exist in this. Charge is a guaranteed hit in Wings of Liberty as well. Okay. Okay, anyways, I think it was probably added at some point to buff Protoss. Okay, so what we see here from Indy is he's making a proxy pylon. He's getting +1. That's a lot of lings being made, but he's going to have like a 4-gate +1 zealot warp in. But there's a lot of zerglings being made here. Ah! The stalkers are kind of interesting to add some additional damage on here, maybe to help with the queens. I don't know. Does he have enough here to do this? We have a spine coming up. This is actually a kind of an interesting little push. The +1 is definitely going to make these zealots destroy zerglings, but the queens in there, I think, add enough. And that's a lot of zerglings there, man. Holy crap. Actually, one thing I forgot is back in Wings of Liberty, if I'm not mistaken, you got one more larva from injects. So you actually can just produce more. Yeah, look at the amount of lings he's making. I do believe that the inject gives one more. So anyways, the lings do clean this up. Indy is unable to get this going. That does not mean that he's dead, though. Okay? Like, he's got the +1. He's going to be able to hold this wall. He's making some sentries. One thing to note is that double robo is on the way. Could this be for Colossus? Is he going to make immortals? I honestly don't know here. A lot of drones coming up. Okay, there's one immortal, so I guess it is going to be an immortal sentry push. A lot of sentries being made. Now, a Hydralisk Den coming up here for Dark. Yeah, Lingbane Hydra could be good, but if you get really good force fields, that might be a decent counterplay. Indy throwing down pylons all over the place here. I think Indy actually had some reasonable ideas, but the production of Dark here is like insanity at the moment. The worker count is actually pretty similar. I don't know how well the Immortal Sentry is really going to fare here. Yeah, he needed a few more Zealots in here, honestly. Like, if he had 4 or 5 Zealots in here, like, he'd probably be okay, but he's actually just losing everything to Massling at this point. Just so many damn lings. Well, yeah, he warps in a few Zealots, and it does start to get pushed back a little bit. Very hard to hold. And I think with the Hydras coming out as well, like, range Hydras here with lings should be able to bust through here. If he hadn't lost anything there, he'd be okay. But yeah, that's a lot of expensive units that have fallen, unfortunately. Look at this, only 73 lings lost and 1 Overlord. Yeah, that's going to be game. That's going to be game. GG. All right, Dark takes game number 1. Some cool ideas there from Indy, I think. I liked the opener and everything. But I think, like, the production of lings was so heavy. The extra larva is pretty insane. $50 drones at 13 min. Good shit. Yeah, you mean instead of at 6 minutes or whatever? All right, we're going into game number 2. It's going to be on Daybreak. And in the top right, we have Indy. In the bottom left, we have dark. Yes, this is the GSL version of Daybreak. The 4th base has less mineral patches and a rich geyser for anyone who really remembers Daybreak really super well. But yeah, Daybreak, one of the most classic maps from back then. Definitely a map I remember fondly playing on so many countless games. What is that? Yeah, there's something very cozy about this, honestly. I'm getting a lot of nostalgia casting this right now on these old maps. Like, it was such a cool, fun, happy time when Wings of Liberty was still new and everything was still being discovered, and new players were rising all the time. New strategies were being discovered all the time. It was, you know, there were so many tournaments going on. It was really a golden age. Certainly one of my favorite times of my life thus far. It's something I think a lot of people want to see if we can get recaptured. You know, possibly by one of these new RTS games that people have been working on lately. I don't know if that's ever going to occur again. But certainly those Wings of Liberty times were fantastic, no doubt. So here at Nexus first from Indy, notice that he got a nice fast scout and went Nexus first. Another thing you can't really do with 12 worker starts. I like it. He's getting over here. He's figuring out what's going on. And look at this, is double hatch. Look how greedy these guys are being. And Indy throws a forge down, but literally doesn't need it because there's no spawning pool on the way. We'll see if he identifies that and skips his cannon. Because realistically here, you don't want to make a cannon yet. You want to wait to make a cannon until like the pool is almost done. Or maybe till it's done. I don't know the exact speed of everything. But yeah, he throws down a gate, and hopefully a Cybernetics core next with no cannon. Gas in the main, second gas in the main. I love it. I love it. Some real back and forth on these build orders right now. Still some good scouting going on here from Dark. He sees exactly what's going on. He knows the speed of everything. Couple lings being made. We are going to need a photon cannon at this point. I am hoping that he does throw just one down just to be safe, but it's only a couple lings being made by Dark, so realistically, I mean, 2 lings, you don't really need it, but I don't know. Something in my Brood War brain is telling me, like, damn, dude, just make 1 cannon here. Just let's make sure that we don't fall apart. 3 queens on the way for Dark. He really just skipped the cannon forever. Couple lings coming in. Kind of funny because Zergling's speed is on the way. He might just super mass flood lings here. It's possible, but he's mostly making drones right now. I tell you that 1 extra larva is making a bit of a difference. By the way, Dark just now catching up to Indy's worker count. Just now. I like to see it. Even with like the greediest build you could ever come up with. Feels more fair in a way. All right, 5 gates plus 1. Oh. Like, this was a pretty popular build, like a 7 gate plus 1. Was a pretty damn... Oh, wow, he's going up to 8 gates. It was a pretty damn popular build at one point. It definitely went out of the meta. Well, I guess everything has gone out of the meta eventually, whether it was patched or otherwise. But there was a time where this was a very, very popular build. I'm starting to remember a Protoss player with glasses that was in GSL that used to do this a lot. He wore a hat, a weird fisherman's hat, and he always chose enemies that were way better than him. Do you guys remember who I'm talking about here? He like chose, like he would act like people were his rival, and he just wasn't anywhere near as good as them. Hongun Prime. Bam! Got it. Hongun Prime. Who does that bring back for you? Hongun loved this build back in the day. Hongun from the Prime clan. Fuck yeah. Hongun. Okay. I can't believe I remembered that. That's wild. Okay, a lot of Zealots warped in, and it gets scouted. So he gets rid of, it looks like he thought it might be DT or something. Gets rid of the Spore and goes up into a spine right there. A lot of sentries being made. He has +1. The Lings are going to have a little bit of a hard time, but there are 9 roaches on the way. Oh, good catch. Oh, okay. You know what? That was pretty good. He caught a lot of Lings with that. I'll give him that one. I don't think this attack does it, though. Oh, no. Oh, no, I guess he's okay. A little bit late on those force fields. The Ling's going to get shredded, of course. I don't want him to lose the sentries. I'm a little bit nervous about this, because as soon as those Zealots are gone, the sentries are going to be mincemeat. Maybe the other units get up here in time. GG. All right. Well, a little bit one-sided there, unfortunately. But, you know, Indy brought out some builds, some aggressive builds, trying to get Dark. Dark's still able to absorb and move on.